NBA 2K25. There's less than a week to go. Current gen or next gen. Today we're going to be going over the differences between current gen and next gen. We may have to stop this comparison because it's bigger than ever. Today we're going to be going over this. If you do want more NBA 2K videos, we will be going over a lot of the new stuff that they dropped yesterday with the next gen city. We will be going over all the stuff that you will get on current gen. Y'all do want more, like the video, subscribe. We will be doing another video for the builds. We did that yesterday. If y'all do want another one as soon as possible, make sure to show the support. All that good stuff out the way. No more talking. Let's hop into it. NBA 2K25 current gen. Let's go over that first. Now, NBA 2K25 has been the most next gen released info we've ever seen. Last year they really didn't talk about current gen, but they at least gave y'all a trailer for the current gen part. They at least gave y'all some details about current gen. This year they have not shed a single light on current gen except for one thing. What was that one thing? I ain't gonna lie, 2K updated their site. So this not even on their site no more, and I can't find it. If it is, I can't find it. I remember it being on their site in multiple different things. I remember when 2K first dropped the logos or the covers for the game, they had every single different like small description of the game modes they was gonna have, and that's because they had also dropped the roadmap. Now, when they dropped the roadmap, they showed that the city and stuff was gonna get announced on the week of August 26th, but they actually had a description going over the city, and the only time we ever got any info about current gen was here. Pay homage to legends of the game in MyCareer as you eclipse their milestone achievements and usher in the greatest dynasty the sport has ever seen. The city on Xbox X is the ultimate proving ground. Hit the park for some competitive street ball fun and competitive at various new venues, or dominate in the new neighborhood on Xbox One as you complete quests. So yes, it was next gen or current gen, but now it was saying, I guess here it says Xbox X and Xbox One as you complete quests, earn rewards, and eclipse your rivals in new and returning game modes. Let your talents shine and etch your name among the greats. And now if you go over to where that actually was, you can read that exact same thing, but they've changed it. MyCareer, this is where it was. Pay homage to legends of the game in MyCareer as you eclipse their milestone achievement and usher in the greatest dynasty the sport has ever seen. The city new gen is the ultimate proving ground. Hit the park for some competitive street ball fun and compete at various venues. Let your talent shine in the bustling city and etch your name among the greats. Now, if I'm really on my editing thing, I'll show y'all where it actually showed that when I went over this originally. But, bro, I was gonna say the only thing we know is that the neighborhood is coming back. But I ain't gonna lie, at this point, I don't even know if a current gen game is gonna drop. I'm not gonna lie. We don't know anything else. That's the only thing that they ever dropped that had to do with current gen. At this point, we can't call it current gen. We shouldn't have been calling it this long. Y'all fought for so long, but we can't. It gotta be last gen, old gen, whatever you wanna call it. It cannot be current. It just cannot be. We don't know anything about the build system. We don't know anything about the badge system. We don't know anything about the gameplay. We don't know anything about the other game modes, like when it comes to My League, Play Now. We don't know anything. We don't know anything about MyCareer. We don't know anything about Park. We don't know anything. We don't know anything else. At this point, it has to be done. Now, going over into next gen, we ain't even gotta go deep dive or nothing. We can just do it from here. Next gen has pro play. They have 9,000 new animations, whatever you want to say about the new animations and that. They have the whole new pro play system. If you rather the current gen gameplay, that could be a positive or negative. But it seems like it is a little bit different in terms of the controls. At the least, they're saying it's a whole new engine. A lot of the 2K creators were saying it looks the same. One thing I'll say, depending on who you watched for the gameplay day, it either looked worse, the same, or a lot better. It really is no in between. Uncle Demi, no hate. When I watched his stuff when it leaked, it looked worse. Then I watched Joe Knows. It looked the same, I'm gonna be honest. And then when it came to Koza with the 2K Lab, it looked a lot better. So it really depends on who you watch to get your perspective on what you think is gonna be, in my opinion. But yeah, that's what it is. Now, they got the whole new gameplay with the rhythm shooting, the ghost tools. It's all this new stuff that came into the gameplay on next gen. Now, going alongside that, we got the MyCareer, we got the dynasties, we gonna get into the city stuff later, but there's so much new stuff on MyCareer. There's so much new stuff on badges. There's so much new stuff in terms of a lot. Now, the build system isn't too much new compared to last year. I will say that. I think the shorter builds being better is a slightly difference, but one of the main things I like about MyCareer this year, you get 15 save slots. That's a huge deal. When it comes to MyCareer, you also do get the rebirth, where if you get that first build to 99, all the rest of your builds can get up to 99 at that point. That's one of the best things that they've done, and I don't know why they didn't make it a bigger deal than what it is. But yeah, we're gonna get into the city stuff later, but you got the dynasty stuff still, you got the GOAT stuff, you got the little Team USA stuff that they're bringing this year, you got a lot of off-season stuff you can do on MyCareer this year, you got the little jersey swap, so if you want to get free jerseys, but somebody told me that you actually could get free jerseys somehow, some way with the flashback games, but I ain't play those, so that's just what it is. But pretty much MyCareer got a lot of new things that is only going to be next gen, and we know it's only going to be next gen because they literally said it word for word. Now, is the current gen gonna have the badges? I would doubt it, but we don't know. Is the current gen gonna have the build system? No, we know that for a fact. But yeah, next, moving on into MyTEAM. I'm gonna be honest, current gen, we don't even know if y'all gonna have the same stuff MyTEAM. Now, the MyTEAM is the only thing that's kind of been crossover completely, where you could play current gen MyTEAM and you could play next gen MyTEAM, and it's pretty much the same. So this, if there's anything that's gonna be the same, is the MyTEAM. Now, I don't remember if there was things that was saying next gen only. So I'm gonna actually read through this real quick just to make sure. All right, so one of the main important things that's coming back from MyTEAM is the auction house. We know it's coming back on next gen. Is it coming back on current gen? Literally have no clue. If that is the only current next gen exclusive, that would be something that we don't know. Something that we do know is only gonna be on next gen is the triple threat park. What is the triple threat park? The 2K16 high-rise Rivet City Rough Riders Park. And there's so much you can do with this, and the reason why we know it's going to be next gen only, not only because only available on next gen, because it's part of the city. Current gen does not have the city, and that's just what it is. And there's so much you can do with this. But yeah, now with them only saying only next gen for that, I'm guessing everything else that they've kind of showcased, like the auction house, the MyTEAM progress, you know, the breakout, all the new little game modes, those are probably going to be on current gen too, because I think they're going to try to make next MyTEAM have crossover so that more people play it, so that people can spend money and stuff like that, because MyTEAM, if you don't know, makes more money than Park, even though Park has a lot more people playing it, whether it be Pro-Am, whether it be MyCareer, whether it be Park, whether it be Stage, whether it be Rec. More people play MyCareer, but make way more money on MyTEAM. It just is what it is. But I'm guessing everything else MyTEAM related except that one part is gonna be next, or on both systems. Only thing that's gonna be next gen is going to be the Rivet triple threat part. All right, now keeping it moving. Next thing we know is only gonna be on next gen is MyNBA. They also brought back MyTEAM. For the people that didn't like that, for the people that did, it's up to you. But we do know that MyNBA is coming back. We do know that the errors is coming back. Now, I will say this. There are some people I had, or not some. It was one person that I had comment on my video that they couldn't even get through 3 seasons of My League. But I also seen people commenting that for their My League, that was the best game mode 2K has done in years. So I don't know, they were saying like the offline My League is actually one of the best things that they have. Now, I know some people call MyNBA My League, but it seems like it's a divide somewhere on that, so I don't know how to really say it, but it seemed like My League would come back this year. People say the online version of My League does not work as well, so that's why I think they were talking about current gen, because MyNBA online is very, very good. But yeah, they got a new era on MyNBA that's gonna be exclusive. The MyGM is gonna be exclusive, and all the different things you can do on MyNBA on next gen is gonna be exclusive to next gen. Then moving on into the W. The W, they have Caitlin Clark, they have Angel Reese, they have all the rookies. The entirety of the W is a next gen exclusive. Whether you're talking about play now between the WNBA players, whether you're talking about making a MyPlayer for the WNBA, whether you're talking about playing part for the WNBA. it is all next-gen exclusive, and it's always been next-gen exclusive ever since it's been introduced into the game. And then last, but certainly not least, the city. Now, this city, I haven't really dove too much into it. I seen the trailer. I seen all the stuff that they added, but we're going to go over all the different stuffs. Why this will probably be the year that 2K did it right. And I'm not talking about the city. I'm talking about the crossover from the last gen to the next gen. Because we are in 2K25. We went through 2K21, 2K22, 2K23, 2K24, where people was fighting tooth and nail. But this is the last one. This is the last one. Explore the city. Boulevard of Stars. So this is where you're going to be able to pretty much be able to have everything. If you remember, what was it? The 2K Beach, where they had pretty much everything on one little row. This is pretty much that in a similar way. So you got your My Court, you got your Rec, you got your starting five, but you got way more game modes on 25 than you had back then on current gen 21. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff you can do here. It's going to be pretty much all the different little game modes that's going to be in the city and your shops. Now, would there be a better way to do it? Maybe, but it's going to be all on that one little row. And then we got the My Court coming back. So My Court was an exclusive thing on current gen for years. No more. It is now going to be on next gen. It is now going to be on next gen. Then one of the biggest things 2K dropped. Proving Grounds. Now, last year when they dropped Starting 5, that was a huge deal to me. But Proving Grounds is a much bigger deal. Now, I've been begging for online MyCareer forever. But a ranked game mode has been begged forever. And Proving Grounds is not just going to be ranked for all the game modes. You're going to have ranked for 1v1, ranked for 2v2, ranked for 3v3, and ranked for 5v5. So they not only have Rec for 5v5, they not only have Pro-Am for 5v5, but they now have Proving Grounds. And we're going to get into the Proving Grounds of how they did it to eliminate Zens. I'm going to be honest. They hoop. Now, another thing I want y'all to notice is when we look at this, you see something? They have a leaderboards, top 10 rep leaders. If you remember a certain game 10 years ago, every single time you loaded up the game, what did you see? The rep leaderboards. And they kind of brought that back in a similar way with that right there. Now, I think they did have leaderboards last year, but it wasn't like that. And that was just, I think that's just something to pay homage to what they were doing on 2K15. Because it is some things that they did bring on 2K15 to this game. Elite and Rise affiliations. I'm not too crazy about the Elite and Rise affiliations. They didn't go too deep in detail on this, but I have not read the full blog yet, which we will get into. Elite and Rise affiliations, pick your side. But yeah, they have affiliations back. They have MyPlayer rewards that you would get between these two, which I didn't. They said that last year, but I didn't see much of. Elite players will set up shop in the remains of the old fort that once served as the bustling center for seafaring pirate trade. Rise offers a more futuristic theme with its robot manufacturing facility with massive mechs actively being assembled. Now, I do think that people going to complain about the fact that this is going to be here instead of just making two of the older parks be the parks, and I think people would have been fine with that, but I think people would have complained about that too, to be real, but it is what it is. Then they got streetball. Now, this is actually an underrated thing because now you can play it cooperatively. It kind of reminds me how on Madden, when you play Ultimate Team, you can do that with friends. You can do streetball with friends now. So that's pretty cool. Let's get into the blog. Now, when it comes to the blog, there's a lot to go over here. We already looked at this. This is just, like I said, Boulevard of the Stars is pretty much just everything being centrally located in the heart of the city, whether it be My Court, whether it be just pictures of people, or just other game modes that people love to play. Now, with that being said, the Proving Grounds, pretty much one thing that I didn't really go over, it is the best way to rep up. So not only is it ranked, but you get more XP for playing this, and you don't get you don't have to risk your VC like stage. Like stage is still gonna be a thing for like if you want to like try to stack VC, but if you want to just play ranked, you can just go to the Proving Grounds, and there's gonna be a 24/7 1v1 court here. There's gonna be a 24/7 2v2 matchmaking, a 3v3 matchmaking, and a 5v5. Now, actually, I don't know if it's matchmaking. I don't know if it is because we've seen pictures, but I think that was staged. But we'll see later on in this if this was actually staged or not. Now, looking at the ranks real quick for Proving Grounds, they have bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and top ranked. Now, I think this may be what they're saying for getting more rep, kind of like it was for the Pro-Am. So this is where you begin. Then you got silverware. Now it will be displayed on your gamer plate. Then you have 10% more rep, 100 VC win bonus, and then you have 250 win bonus at platinum, 500 win bonus, and then 500 win bonus at top rank, animated player banner, top ranked icon, and 2 times rep. So yeah, I'm gonna just say banner awarded to the top 5 at the end of each season. So that's how top rank works. So you got to be top 5 at the end of the season, which is pretty hard to do. I'm not gonna lie. While Proving Ground offers battle-tested environment, direct theater, pro-am, starting 5, and anti-up provide the same competitive. Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, they didn't take anything away. That's the one thing I was concerned with Proving Grounds. Were they gonna take away rec? Were they gonna take away anti-up? Were they gonna take away pro-am? They didn't even take away the theater or starting 5s. 2K did it right. They did it the right way. And look, a lot of the people was already complaining about the fact that there wasn't a new stage, and they brought a brand new stage. And it even looks hard, bro. Like, they got 4 2v2s, they got 2 1v1s, they got a main 3v3 core. I'm guessing this is gonna be like the high rise. Like, this is gonna be the highest one. It's like, because you go up and everything, so I'm guessing this is gonna be the highest. Now, is there gonna be a high rise part? I wish there was, especially with them trying to pay homage to 2K15, with something I'm gonna show later. But yeah, now Michael, we already knew this was coming back, and you can do the different sliders and all that different stuff. So yeah. All right, now here we didn't really go over this too much. Rise in Elite. If you join Elite led by LD2K, you'll be camped out in Old. We already seen how this is gonna work. If you're Rise, you'll be led by Shakedown, and you're going to have Mechs. Based on the community feedback, we designed the courts within each affiliation park to be close together and with easy to hop between to get you in the action faster, which is what people have been asking forever. Welcome to the city. In NBA 2K25, we are enhancing the experience for beginners with several new features designed to make the community more welcoming. Now, one thing I want to go over on the Proving Grounds that I kind of did forget, I kind of just skipped straight over, which is going to be a big deal. Where is it? Okay, right here. The thing about it is, every single one of these game modes that they're going to have is going to have comp level difficulty sliders. Now, what Mike Wayne kind of said about this is, that means everybody is going to be on high risk shooting profile. No one has a choice. And then another thing to go alongside this is going to be shot meters turned off for everyone. And now, this was very interesting because Mike Wayne himself, Ronnie 2K himself said, Zins are done. If you try to come in here with a Zen, you're done. So I'm very hopeful for that. Hopefully that means they're going to be going heavy on banning, and they think that the only way that people can really even try to have a Zen is with a jump shot meter. So any of your favorite 2K creators use a jump shot meter? I'm just saying. But I ain't gonna lie, I actually kind of do want to try the new jump shot meter. It looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna cap. But it's kind of tough that you can't even try stuff out because of that whole stigma with the Zens. All right, now one thing that they did add was casual courts. So in both affiliation parks, there's going to be courts that's strictly for novice friendly and with easier difficulty. And they don't allow squads, and they're restricted lowest performance meter status. So the only way you can play on these courts is if, like, you get to a certain level, you get to a certain, I know they have casual, the baller still on here, which we're going to see with the squad finder, like right here. They have squad finder, so if you are a person that struggle to find teammates, you can, it's like looking for group on Xbox, but they have it within 2K. So you got squad size, you got the spot, the play style, you got the microphone status, you got the overall range, you even got the performance range. And that's what they were saying right here. You have to only be at casual performance range. If you're anything above that, you cannot play on these courts. Now, a thing that people could do is just make new builds. I ain't gonna lie, but it's very interesting. And then streetball, very interesting that they actually made it even better. You can now play with up to 2 other friends, so you can play 3 people against CPUs and just go stupid on them people. So that's very interesting. And then last but not least, I believe, is this the last? No, it's not last but not least. But this is a pretty big deal, but it's not as big of a deal as some people was hyping it up to be, I will say. But they are bringing back all the 2K15 parks. They're bringing back every single one. So I think season 1 is going to have one, season 2 is going to have one, season 3 is going to have one, season 4 is going to have one, but they're only going to be in the event center. Now, I don't know how that's going to work, to be real. I literally don't know how that's going to work, but they're going to bring all 4 back each season. Now, they're getting remastered down to the last detail, incorporating new gen tech. Now, is this going to be allowed to just be in there at all times? The events will feature 2 times rep and 2 times rep for the entire duration. We didn't want these to be sweating for prizes or on leaderboards. This is all about having a tremendous time. So there's just going to be events. I'm guessing what I would think is when there's no events, you can just go in there and play. That's what I'm thinking. But I doubt they're going to allow people to have 2 times XP and 2 times rep for that long. So I'm interested to see how they're going to do that. But it is cool that they brought it back, but I think that they could have did it a different way, I guess. But right here, we got the rep. And we don't just have rep. I ain't gonna lie. I think it was just Ricky starter veteran. I don't fully remember. I ain't been on 24 in a little minute. Only time I got on 24 lately was to get screenshots. 24 was one of the most boring 2Ks I played. But they have brought back Legend. Now, for the people that was complaining about it, they did bring back top 10 as well, but they brought back Legend. We've enjoyed watching the community's dedication and rep grinds this past year, along with the intense competition that came with it. In NBA 2K25, the year-long rep system is divided within... Oh, I think it was actually 3. It was rookie 1 to 3, starter 1 to 3, veteran 1 to 3. Now they have 5 categories for each. So that's interesting. If you remember on 15, they only had 3 categories of each, and it was rookie. I know there was legend, but I think Ricky All-Star. I don't remember. I ain't even finna try to do that. In each tier, you unlock rewards as the new cap breakers with 15 total available as you advance. I wish they would have showed us this before we got our hands in the game, but they didn't. These can not only increase your attribute ratings beyond their max potential caps, but also contribute toward meeting the attribute requirements needed to unlock. We already knew this. Once you reach Legend 1, you will be eligible for a spot on the top 10. And right here, we can see that Legend 1 is the first Legend. So as soon as somebody enters this, they can be in that top 10. Now, we don't know what you get for top 10. So that's interesting. But another thing that's going to be nice, top 10 is a rep reward, but Legend 5 seems to be the actual top rep reward. Like, top 10 seems to be a rep reward, but Legend 5 seems the best one. Now, the thing is, it's interesting because they didn't say Legend 5 right here. They said Legend 4. But there are additional rewards to be earned. Legend 2 to Legend 5 for the truly devoted. A special reward awaits for the first 100 players to reach Legend 4 on each platform. So that was pretty interesting, the fact that they said Legend 4. I don't know if they expected really not too many people to hit Legend 5. And I think that's the way it should have always been. Legend 5 should be, like, the highest rep should be very, very, very hard to get. It should be. It just should. Now, Legend 4 seems like that's going to be, like, it's going to be a harder thing to get, but it's going to be the thing that is going to be the race, is what 2K trying to make it to be. Legend 5 must have something crazy you get, bro. But, yeah, we got the rep system back. I think they have rep system on current gen, but they got all this new stuff that they got coming. We got the triple threat park, which is only gonna be on next gen. You got the limited edition shop. I don't really care about that. The Gatorade facility. Further along the beach, there are also 2 courts that give 25%. I ain't gonna lie, did the courts do that last year? There's 2 Gatorade courts where Gatorade boosts that temporarily increase physical attributes are activated for duration of games played there. Oh, they also even go over the rebirth. So they go over the rebirth right here. Anytime you use rebirth to create a new build, you instantly, so yeah, you can get your first build, you can get to 99 overall, and all the rest of your builds, you don't have to grind anymore, and every rebirth build starts with silver badges. Then they have a track, so you know how you did the races, they now have a track for that. So that's pretty cool. Each new teammate dances, so they got new stuff for you and your teammates. It's, bro, as you can tell, they went harder than ever to make a gap for next gen compared to current gen. If there's ever going to be a year that it's going to be no question to get next gen, it's this year. Now, this is what I say every year though. Whatever your friends are playing, at the end of the day, that's what you're going to play because that's going to be what's going to be the most fun. But I ain't going to lie. Next gen seems like it's just going to be by far better game mode this year. But like I said, wherever your friends go, that's where you probably should play. Whether that's 2K, whether that's COD, whether that's Fortnite, I don't really care. I ain't gonna lie. COD looking crazy this year. I ain't gonna lie. I was supposed to be on the beta, but you know what I'm saying? They dropping it on the 30th. I thought it was on the 29th. I am recording this on the 29th after they dropped the city. Now, y'all should be straight with this video. Y'all do want more NBA 2K25 news. Make sure to drop the likes. I really do appreciate all y'all boys. We will be going crazy as soon as the game drop. I was going to do the stream like I did last year, which y'all really did approve or support, I guess. I didn't really mean approve. But yeah, y'all definitely supported that video I dropped last year. Hopefully y'all boys support all the videos we doing this year. I'm gonna drop the best builds. Just is what it is. I'm gonna be really trying my hardest to see if I can break the builder like I did day one of the game. A lot of the best builds that was found in the game last year, I found day one in like the first couple hours. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't saying I should be at community day, but I ain't gonna lie. In the first couple hours of having the builder, I broke it. I did like an hour and 30-minute stream, and I found the best builds. It just what it was. But yeah, I will be doing that again this year, but I won't be streaming it. I will just be posting the builds that I find, because I'm gonna do a little bit more research in terms of, can this build work on this game? And if I can work, can I make it better? But yeah, we'll see. Like the video though, subscribe, all that good stuff. We got content coming. I will be doing another build video going over all the top builds from community day before the game drops, so y'all can get a little bit more insight of what potential you can make when the game does drop. But if you guys do want more, like, subscribe, all that good stuff out the way. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. Couple days left. Your boy Fitz, I'm out there, man.
All of my friends are dead. Leave them in the cold, put them in the tundra. I go Ray Charles, how can I see her? I think I'm fumble. I was just a Texas with Aaliyah, pussy in the jungle.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!